Okay, and we are live, I think.
I'll check.
Okay.
I got the notification that we are live, so we probably are.
Okay, so, yeah. So, for everyone who has just arrived, we are going to be reviewing some Kuroninja fan fiction.
Yes.
And, before we begin, here's something you should know about Kuroninja fan fiction. A lot of people, I'm just doing this because I don't think anyone really knows anything about Kuroninja fan fiction. I'm not the one writing the story. It's written by my Earth Zero counterpart who calls himself Hibiki no Oja in his writing.
The
So,
only Kuroninja fanfiction I know is the one that happened a few years ago, back when Lupin Ranger and Pat Ranger was going on, that had to do with Lupinette slash Petternets. That's the closest thing I know to
no, I think
Kuroninja
I think that
fanfiction.
was a I think that was a fan theory.
Either way.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, this is not a self-insert series because I'm not the one writing the thing. The self-insert character is the Kuroninja of Earth Zero, but I don't think he's a very likable person, so it's a good thing that he's not the protagonist. And
That is a good thing.
yeah. So are you ready to begin the review?
I have to can you send me the link, or is it on your server?
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, where is it? Okay, Legendary 7.
It's
Alright. Okay, I sent it. There's like 7 chapters.
oh,
I have a downloaded version of it on the screen.
okay. I have to agree to some. Okay. Ooh, rival of a
Yeah. Also, when you're reading it, make sure to pay very close attention to the first letter of every chapter. There's like 7 chapters in total.
Does it spell out a message or something?
It kind of does. It spells out the name of, it has something to do with anti-Kuroninja. You might be familiar with it if you're caught up with Tokuyai or something.
Watch it, but a lot of stuff has been happening in the real world, so.
Okay.
Oh, I have my notebook so I can write down the first letter.
Okay, so I'm gonna start talking about let's go to the first chapter. So the first chapter is chapter 1, Arrival of a Thief. It starts with the letter A. But anyway, so it starts with Kira Majors. Okay, so yeah, so I think I'll start. Okay, so it starts with Kira Major. Somewhere in the city, the Dark Empire of Jotunheim's foot soldiers were attacking civilians. The Kira Majors had arrived to take down the Jotunheim forces and prevent them from attacking the civilians even further. All 5 of them transformed and headed into battle. During the fight, each of the Kira Majors were using their signature fighting style against the foot soldiers of Jotunheim. Kirame Green was taking the soldiers out very quickly. Kirame Yellow was shooting at them with precision, and Kirame Blue was using his swordsmanship against the foot soldiers. Yeah, also keep in mind, this was back when Kira Major first started. Like, we were only 2 episodes in during this.
Yeah, I noticed. I kind of figured since this, because it was published March of 2020.
Okay. Yeah, anyway,
So.
Suddenly, a masked figure in yellow and black dashed into the fight and stole Kirame Green's Kirame sword and Kirame Pink's Kirame shot. Oh, I forgot to mention, my Earth Zero counterpart likes to rush his stories, so there might be some spelling errors.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, there's one coming up. So anyway, Kirame Green and Kirame Pink couldn't fight without their weapons, so they went after the thief. Meanwhile, Kirame Red, Mirame Blue, and Kirame Yellow were fighting the foot soldiers.
Kirame Blue is my favorite character.
Yeah, Mirame Blue. Who could forget Mirame Blue, the Blue Ranger of the Mira Majors? Anyway, they were fighting the foot soldiers, but this time they were being overwhelmed. Suddenly, a voice called out, "Hey, it looked like you need some help." And then a girl wearing a black ninja costume with white accents appeared, standing before the Jotunheim foot soldiers. "Who are you?" Kirame Yellow asked. "I am the last idol ninja," the ninja announced.
Of course.
And enter my favorite character in the 39th entry to Super Sentai. Fuka Igasaki, also known as the Last Idol Ninja, ran into battle with her sword. She took down the first row of soldiers, but then the other foot soldiers surrounded her. They swung their rakes at Fuka, but when they finished their attack, standing in her place was a straw dummy. Fuka resumed fighting against the soldiers. Meanwhile, the other Kira Majors were observing Fuka taking on the foot soldiers by herself with nothing but a sword. Kirame Red was in the middle of drawing something. So yeah, like I said, this was during like the first few episodes of Kira Major, so not everyone's character was developed yet. All we knew about Kirame Red was that he likes to draw stuff and that he gets caught up in his drawings.
I will admit, even though I'm not a fan of Kira Major, it has the characters haven't been developed. That's something I will admit.
I'm not saying that Kirame Red is a good Red Ranger or anything, but he's one of my favorite Red Rangers. But that doesn't mean that he's a good Red. That doesn't mean that he's a good Red Ranger, because there are no good Red Rangers in Super Sentai.
Not even Hurricane Red?
No, I only like him because he has the same last name as Sora.
Your controversial Aka Red video.
Oh yeah, the Aka Red video. I think everyone knows at that point that was like... Yeah. That video was bait. Anyway,
I can tell.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got to help her, Kirame Yellow said. She's not going to last long against them. Of course, Kirame Blue said. Kirame Yellow got out his Kirame shot and fired at the foot soldiers. Kirame Blue, meanwhile, was trying to get Kirame Red to stop drawing. But Kirame Red wasn't paying attention. Kirame Blue decided to let Kirame Red work on his drawing while he joined Kirame Yellow. And then Kirame Blue took down half of the remaining foot soldiers with his sword, and this gave Fuka an opening. She ran to a place unreachable for the foot soldiers and pulled out a sword. She placed a shuriken on the sword, which is marked with the symbol for fire. She spun the shuriken, and it created a stream of fire, which took out the rest of the Jotunheim soldiers. And after the fight, the Kira Majors didn't untransform because Fuka was still there. Now that I think about it, I think everyone knows who the Kira Majors are except for Kira May Red.
Yeah. Also, why is it referred to as Kirame and then their color? Why not like their real names?
Oh, because I think it's supposed to be like in the from the perspective of like let's say that the camera guy is the one, so you don't know who. I think it was written in a way that like you're right there and you have no idea who they are or something. I think that's how it's going.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So after the fight, the Kira Majors didn't untransform because Fuko was still there. No, wait, I think I know what's going on. It's because, I think with Hibiki no Oja's writing style, when someone's untransformed, that's when they use their real name or something.
So I've done the same thing with some of my stories.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, it was cool helping you, Fuka said, but I've got to go somewhere. Someone stole something from me, and if I had it, I would have been able to transform. Now, this might be the same person that stole Kirame Green and Kirame Pink's weapons, Kirame Yellow said. Tell me, what does our thief look like? And then Kirame Red's finished with his drawing, and it's a drawing of a female ranger in yellow and black running from two figures, and one of them's green and the other's pink. Fuka noticed the drawing and pointed to the yellow ranger in the drawing. Yeah, I wonder who it could be. She looked like that, Fuka
totally
said.
Gokai Yellow.
What?
It's totally Gokai Yellow. It's totally Gokai Yellow.
Yeah. Maybe the police could help you, Kirame Blue said. I don't think we're trained to catch thieves. Okay, fine, Fuka said. And now it goes into Shiro Ninja's segment. Yeah, for this story, the chapters are divided even further into like different parts or something. Because sometimes some characters would know things that others don't. I think that's how it goes. That's how my Earth Zero counterpart explained it to me, but I didn't really pay attention to him because he started rambling about his waifu or something. Anyway, Fuka made her way to the police station. So the receptionist asked how she could help her, and then Fuka said that something of hers got stolen, and then the receptionist asked, "Is it from a thief wearing a yellow mask?" And then Fuka said, "Yes. Is there something going on?" And then it turns out that someone else had something stolen from her, and she was practicing the flute when a masked thief appeared and stole her phone. And then Fuka says that sounds like what happened to her. Except that it wasn't her phone that was stolen, it was the Shiro Ninja shuriken. And then the receptionist says, "You're what? I don't know what that is." And then she explains that she is the last idol ninja. And she uses it to transform. And then she asks, where's the person whose phone got stolen? So the receptionist led Fuka to the room where the other person was. And she was being interrogated by my favorite character in Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger, a female police officer from the Global Special Police Organization who was brought in after the witness's description of the thief matched the appearance of one of the Lupin Rangers, a group of phantom thieves that the GSPO was after. And their goal was to restore the Lupin collection, but they only stole objects related to the collection. The police officer was in the middle of asking the witness some questions when Fuka walked in. And then Fuka introduced herself, and then the police officer introduced herself as Tsukasa Myojin. And then the person who was thieved is none other than Kotoha Hanaori, aka
Shinken Yellow, the Samurai Sentai.
Yeah. So, nice to meet you, Kotoha said. And then Fuka joined Tsukasa and Kotoha at the table and told her story of what she saw. She also explained the battle between the sparkling team of Sentai Rangers fighting against a dark interdimensional force of evil, and how the Red Ranger was able to draw a picture of someone who looked like the thief. That Red Ranger seems like a good lead, Tsukasa said. Do you know anything else about him? Not really, Fuka said. Then I guess we'll have to head to the scene of the battle, Tsukasa said. Keiichiro is busy looking for the Lupin Rangers on his own, and Sakuya is out of action after a snake poisoned his arm. I don't know why he got bitten by a snake, but it should have recovered by now. Now here's the thing. One thing that me and my Earth Zero counterpart don't really agree on a lot of things, but one thing we agree on is that we both don't like Sakuya.
Really?
Yeah. And by Sakuya, I mean like the Green Ranger of the Pato Rangers. I think there's like another Sakuya that my Earth Zero counterpart talks about. And I think it's a girl. She's like good with knives and can stop time. But anyway, let's just continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, another police officer in a GSPO uniform with green accents walked by. He had a bandage on one of his arms, and Fuka assumed that this was Sakuya. Hey, I heard you saw one of the Lupin Rangers, right? Sakuya asked. Yeah, I did, Kotoha said. I don't remember what the thief looked like. I only remember seeing a yellow streak running off with my phone. And then Sakuya gets excited because he thinks it's Umika.
Of course. Him and his crush on Umika.
Yeah. What he doesn't know is that I'm the iceberg to his Titanic of a ship.
Oh my. That was actually good.
Mm-hmm. You do know you're out of action, right? Tsukasa asked. I know, Sakuya said. But if you do catch Umika, tell her I said hi. And then Sakuya left the room. Fuka, Tsukasa, and Kotoha left to check out the scene of the battle. And then Fuka led Tsukasa to investigate the scene, and they were looking for clues. And then while they were looking for clues, Kotoha decided to sit down, and then she noticed something sticking out of the ground. And it was a red card with a symbol that looked like the letter V combined with a top hat. On the other side was an address leading somewhere, and Tsukasa drove Fuka and Kotoha to the address on the card. The three of them were ready to find some more clues. So would you like to read the next line? Oh, okay. Yeah, the police car.
The police car stopped at a large house with a field of blue irises, orange lilies, and purple orchids. There was also a pond with green water lotuses and a tree with pink cherry blossoms. I wonder what that's a reference to.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I know this place, Fuka said as soon as she saw the house. Me too, Kotoha said. It's Kuro-san, Kuroninja's house. Kuroninja lives here, Tsukasa said. I don't remember what Kuroninja's house looks like. I think we should check if Kuroninja's here, Fuka said. There's gotta be a reason why the card led us to his house. Besides, all of us are Kuroninja's partner. I thought Kuroninja had nothing to do with you, Kotoha told Fuka. And then, what?
That was funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there's like a thing about I have nothing to do with Shiro Ninja. No, don't worry, I'm not ending the video, okay? I'm not ending the video. So anyway, while Kotoha and Fuka were arguing over the meaning of that thing I say at the end of my videos, Tsukasa walked over to the door and rang the doorbell. And to her surprise, Kuroninja didn't answer the door. It was answered by another woman. Fuka knew who this was, and as soon as she saw her, she stopped arguing with Kotoha over the meaning of Kuroninja's catchphrase. Kasumi, Fuka said, what are you doing here? Please come in, everything will be explained, Kasumi said. Does this have something to do with Kuroninja? Fuka asked. Yes, it does, Kasumi said. Why else would we be gathered in Kuroninja's house? And then Fuka, Tsukasa, and Kotoha all followed Kasumi into Kuroninja's house. They sat down in the living room, and two others joined them. One of them was wearing a green uniform, and the other was wearing a pink version of that uniform. Hey, I know you, Tsukasa said to the woman in the green uniform. You're that really fast track and field runner, Sena Hayami, she replied. And I'm Sayo Oharu, the lady in the pink uniform said. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you're here, Fuka said, that means you probably know who Kuroninja is. Yeah, he was injured once, so I took care of him while he was in the hospital, Sayo said. Yeah, this happened in like the one that came before it, Emerald of Evil. And then Sena said, and I went on a date with him. That also happens in Emerald of Evil.
You know, I just realized maybe we should have read that first.
Yeah. You went on a date with him, Fuka? Yeah, Sena said, now a little uncomfortable. Wait a minute, are you Kuroninja's girlfriend? Kuroninja never told me about that. Yeah, I'm Kuroninja's girlfriend, Fuka said. So am I, Tsukasa said. We hang out together most of the time. I'm also Kuroninja's girlfriend, Kotoha said. Yeah, here's something I need to bring up. Kuroninja X Shinken Yellow was a failed experiment gone wrong.
Yikes.
Yeah, because it felt like the off-brand version of Kuroninja and Lupin Yellow.
How many girlfriends do you have?
7.
Well, that's why it's the title of the fanfiction.
Yeah. Wait a minute, let me get this
into that
straight, Sena said, confused. Who is Kuroninja's girlfriend? Me, Tsukasa, Fuka, and Kotoha all said at the same time. You're all Kuroninja's girlfriend, Sena said. Does that mean... Yes, Fuka said. Kasumi is Kuroninja's girlfriend too. Don't worry, it's a bit confusing at first, but it's okay, Sena said. I'm on anti-Kuroninja's new team, so I don't think I'll have to worry about being Kuroninja's girlfriend or anything. Now, Fuka felt like she wanted to vomit after hearing the name anti-Kuroninja. Are you okay, Sayo asked Fuka. I'm fine, she said. It's just that I can tell me and Sena aren't gonna get along. Why not, Sena asked. I don't like anti-Kuroninja, Fuka said. He's been obsessed with me for years. I know somewhere in his base there's a gigantic shrine dedicated to me. At least nowadays he lives in a mountain and he's more focused on his robotic dragon mech than me now. Yeah, so the Cyber Ninja Gun, I don't think it appeared until like 2 years ago or something.
Well, it's relatively recent to the Kuroninja multiverse.
Yeah. Kasumi returned from the other room and joined the rest. Okay, she's ready now, Kasumi said. Another girl walked out of the room, and she was wearing a black and yellow dress, and she had short brown hair. She was also wearing a yellow ballroom mask, which she took off. Kotoha recognized her as the thief. So it was you, Umika, Tsukasa said. Or should I say, Lupin Yellow! I think everyone knew that already.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
I've obviously got some explaining to do, Umika said. Of course you do, Kotoha said. You've got a lot of explaining to do. Why did you steal our transformation devices? End of chapter 1, and now we go on to chapter 2, Orange Bladed Sword.
So there are 2 Hayamis in this fanfiction, huh?
Yeah, but they have different kanji. If you look it up, Umika and Sena have different kanji for their last name. Okay, I guess I'll explain what happened, Umika said to the group. Oh, I almost forgot. There's also 2 whose Earth Zero counterparts' last names are Kudo. So anyway, a few days ago, Umika was supposed to meet up with Kuroninja for a date. However, he didn't show up, so Umika decided to visit Kuroninja's house to see what was wrong. When she arrived, the door was open and no one was there. Umika looked around the house and saw a sword on the floor. However, it wasn't just any sword, it was Kuroninja's Blade of Kings. Kuroninja never left the Blade of Kings behind. So it's basically, if you don't know what it is, it's a lightsaber, but it's based on that. It's based on that thing that people bring with them to concerts, and then they wave it around, and it looks like a safety baton or something.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So Umika felt like something was wrong, so she picked up the Blade of Kings, and suddenly the sword activated and the blade turned orange. It had suddenly attuned to Lupin Yellow, despite Kuroninja being the user of the sword. She suddenly heard a voice calling to assemble a team to find Kuroninja. The voice, who referred to itself as Hibiki Otsuki, no, just kidding, Hibiki no Oja, specifically asked for Umika to assemble the Core 7. This confused Umika because she only remembered Kuroninja having 5 partners, but then she suddenly knew about Kirame Green and Kirame Pink. Umika decided to begin her mission to find Kuroninja, but she needed a way to bring everyone together, so she stole the Shironinja Shuriken and Kotoha's Shodo phone, along with Kirame Green and Kirame Pink's weapons. So yeah, something I forgot to mention, the Kuroninja of Earth Zero is... his character is like an avatar of the author, and he's also omnipotent, but only if the plot feels like it.
Deus Ex Machina in a way.
Yeah. There's only 2 people who have the power to defeat the Kuroninja of Earth Zero, even at his most powerful. And they are me, the Kuroninja of Earth 1, and Sayori from Doki Doki Literature Club.
Sayori-chan.
Yeah, Sayori is the most powerful being in the entire Kuroninja multiverse. And that's also why she's the most controversial. So anyway, so Kasumi says that she caught Umika when she tried to steal her Momoninja Shuriken, but then she told her what was going on. And then Umika said that she didn't have to steal anything from Tsukasa because she was a police officer and her team was already looking for the Lupin Rangers. And then Fuka said, wait a minute, do you still have Kuroninja's sword? And then Umika said, yeah, here it is. And she showed everyone the orange-bladed sword. As soon as she put it down, the sword's color turned back to normal. Kasumi tried picking it up, but she couldn't make the sword change color, and she gave it to Kotoha, but the sword's color didn't change for her either. That's strange, Umika said. The sword only changed color when I was holding it. Anyway, Tsukasa said, aren't we supposed to be looking for Kuroninja? I think I know where to start, Senna said. There's one person who might have captured Kuroninja. No, let's not do that, Fuka said. I don't want to think of anti-Kuroninja. Okay, so this next one has Momoninja as the focus. So later that night... Yeah? Were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. So later that night, the group had gone their separate ways. Some of them resumed with their daily lives, but others, like Kasumi, Umika, and Fuka, were still trying to think of a way to find Kuroninja. Maybe we should find anti-Kuroninja, Fuka said. I don't want to go there, but it seems like we got no choice. We don't know where anti-Kuroninja's base is, Kasumi said. It used to be this artificial island with a giant observation tower, but now it's hidden in the mountains. And then suddenly Fuka remembered something. Senna might know where it is, Fuka said. She said that she was part of an alliance with anti-Kuroninja or something, but their conversation was interrupted when Umika saw some spotlights coming from the sky. Hey, Umika told the other 2, there's some weird spotlights over there. I think I should take a closer look, Kasumi said. She pulled out the UFO Maru Shuriken and summoned UFO Maru. UFO Maru hovered into the sky with Kasumi to take a closer look at the spotlights. They were coming from soldiers in pink pterodactyl-themed armor. Leading them was a winged black humanoid figure with red goggles who looked like Zuo Eagle, the Red Ranger of the Zoogers, except that he was a Black Ranger instead of a Red Ranger. The Black Ranger with wings, Zuo Crow, noticed UFO Maru from far away. Yeah, so what do you think of, Yeah?
Well, first, I think I figured out what the message is. Is the message Aoi Rana?
Yes.
Aoi Rana?
Yes, it's Aoi Rena.
Because the moment I wrote down the O for orange, the orange bladed sword, I'm like, don't tell me it's this.
Yeah.
Also, assuming the armored pink pterodactyl soldiers are supposed to be like the sentries from the comic Power Ranger comic.
Yeah. The villain was the villain of this story was originally created as a stand-in for Lord Draken.
Nuts.
But then what happened was this thing called the Battle of the Kyuranger fanfictions happened, and then suddenly he became a major arc villain for the Kuroninja series. Then he kept coming back. I think you might or might not know who it is. It's I'll give you a hint. It's another Kuroninja.
Is it Kuroninja?
Yeah. But anyway,
honestly, there are only 3 Kuroninja type figures I know about.
Yeah,
you, Anti-Kuroninja, and Kuroninja. So I'm like, I'll just Kuroninja.
Mm-hmm. There's also Kuroninja Gold, but he's more well known in the in that pro wrestling spin-off that my Earth Zero counterpart did.
That's a thing?
Yeah, he has this series called, I think it's called The Gauntlet or something. It's basically a universe where there's Sentai Rangers and Kamen Riders in a pro wrestling setting. But it also has its own
in the Otoku Showdown.
Yeah, it has its own continuity. So I think there's this team called Underworld where Kamen Rider Spectre and Kamen Rider Necrom are on the same team as Death Ruger. And
that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think the idea behind the Underworld is that they're supposed to be outcasts or something. I think the inspiration behind them was Los Ingobernables de Japón, which is this faction in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Well, we should probably get back to the fanfiction.
Oh yeah, okay. So anyway, Kasumi transformed and into Momo Ninja, and Fuka and Umika transformed into Shiro Ninja and Lupin Yellow. Lupin Yellow also brought out the Blade of Kings. Let's try this out, Umika said. She pointed the Blade of Kings forward and called out, "Blade of Kings, idolize!" The blade turned orange and began to glow. Unlike Kuroninja, whose suit's accent color changed based on the idol whose energy was being channeled, Lupin Yellow's suit wasn't cosmetically affected. The orange blade also got Zuo Crow's attention. It's a lot of half an hour has passed, and I'm surprised I haven't said the line yet. The one that I say every time Lupin Yellow is brought up.
I don't even know what that line is. I have a terrible memory, my guy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has something to do with the first month of the year. And the opposite of being alone. So anyway.
Okay, now I remember.
Okay. So anyway, Zuo Crow said, "Okay, I need some of you to deal with that thing in the sky. As for me, I found what we're looking for." Zuo Crow swooped down with a few more pterodactyl troopers. They brought out snipper rifles and began firing at Lupin Yellow and Shiro Ninja. Momo Ninja saw this and guided UFO Maru out of the sky to help Shiro Ninja and Lupin Yellow. UFO Maru fired out at some of the pterodactyl troopers, sending them falling out of the sky. Momo Ninja then jumped off of UFO Maru, took out a pterodactyl trooper with a slash from behind with her sword. Lupin Yellow, meanwhile, was both swinging the Blade of Kings at incoming pterodactyl troopers, while also trying to shoot at them, and Zuo Crow was dodging most of the shots from Lupin Yellow with his good eyesight. But then Kuroninja stunned him with a kick to the face. Lupin Yellow then finished Zuo Crow off by sending an orange-colored wave of energy at him. The wave of energy was so powerful. A few pterodactyl troopers who were near Zuo Crow also got knocked back. Zuo Crow and the remaining pterodactyl troopers flew off, having decided to retreat. "Who were those guys?" Umika asked. "I think they're from another dimension," Kasumi said. "I remember Kuroninja telling me about how he went to other universes which have Earths with their own similarities and differences. Also, each Earth had a number." "So that's why Kuroninja mentions Earth 1 sometimes," Umika said. "Yeah," Kasumi said, "Earth 1 is this Earth." And now we go to the villains of the series.
Dun dun!
Zuo Crow and the remaining pterodactyl troopers flew to the rooftop of a nearby building. "Back so soon?" a voice asked. "I wasn't expecting you to find it so fast." "I did find it," Zuo Crow said, "but it found a new user." "Who would have thought that the one with really good perception, who could see things from really far away, couldn't see that coming," the voice said. He then revealed himself to Zuo Crow. This was the right-hand man of Zuo Crow's master, and he was a snake-themed Silver Ranger with a red-violet scarf and a scythe. His Earth 9 counterpart was Hebit Sky Silver, the Silver Ranger of the Q Rangers. But he, like Zuo Crow, was from Earth 4 and was known by the name of DSR, which was short for Dark Silver Ranger. Yeah,
whenever I think of Hebit Sky Silver, I think of the fact of the Q Ranger fandom Goku Boy did, where you were Silver.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I chose the Silver because Hebit Sky Silver was my favorite character. Until Ho-Oh Soldier showed up. But
That's fair.
But then Hebit Sky Silver won me back with his character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 10 gold.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, he's not gonna be pleased when he finds out that you failed, Yamato, DSR continued. "Shut up," Zuo Crow said. "At least I'm more subtle." And then they start arguing, and then suddenly... And then...
I just realized the fact that you mentioned poison a police guy on patrol. It was him.
Yeah. "Silence," another voice said. DSR and Zuo Crow stopped, and a towering figure appeared. He wore a pitch-black suit with red accents. This was the Earth 4 counterpart of Kuroninja, Kuroninja.
Dun dun dun!
Mm-hmm. "I came here to see how things are going, not for my second-in-command and my head of surveillance to be fighting with each other," Kuroninja said. "Have you got anything?" "Well," Zuo Crow, I said, "I found the Blade of Kings." "Excellent," Kuroninja said. "Now it's time for part 2. "Actually," DSR said. He didn't get it. "Someone else is attuned to the Blade of Kings now." "What?" Kuroninja exclaimed. He pointed his staff at Zuo Crow. "Zuo Crow, you are dismissed for now. DSR will take over the operation." And then DSR is like excited, but then Kuroninja stops him, and then he says, "I know exactly who the other user of the Blade of Kings might be, and I need her alive, so I can kill her in front of Kuroninja. I want him to watch as I take away his loved ones, the same way he took away my empire." And then, is that a good line?
You are, because I just lost track.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so Kuroninja showed up. He wants to capture Lupin Yellow so he can kill her in front of Kuroninja. Okay. And then DSR hesitates, and then Kuroninja says, "You don't want to fail me the same way Hurricane Dark did, DSR." So Hurricane Dark was one of the two main villains in Emerald of Evil. And he was chosen specifically for one reason. Because there is only one person with 100% chance of winning against me. And in order to win against me, in order to have a chance of winning against me, you must have either the same first name or last name as that person.
That Hurricane Dark is Hurricane Red from the 10 years later movie. Yeah. That's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, another thing, Hurricane Red is an air ninja, and the Japanese word for air is Sora.
Yep.
And then
I was my high school taught Japanese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Kuroninja said, and to make sure you bring her to me alive, I'm also sending a squadron of my best mammoth troopers and tyranno troopers. You'll be in charge of them, but they report directly to me. I have no idea if it's you're in charge of them or you'll be in charge of them. I don't know what that one was. Okay, fine, DSR said.
You'll be in charge of them.
Yeah. Okay, fine, DSR said. I won't fail you. That Blade of Kings will be yours. And then DSR left while Kuroninja returned to Earth 4 through a portal. And now we go to Chapter 3, Into the Mountain Fortress.
I don't have to keep going with what the secret messages.
Yeah, I think everyone knows. Just maybe you could change it to try and predict what the title of the next chapter will be. Now that we all know that it's Aoi Rena.
It's not very subtle.
Yeah. So anyway, Tsukasa was at home when there was a knock on the door. It was Kasumi. Hello again, Kasumi said. What are you doing here? Tsukasa asked. Umika couldn't visit you for obvious reasons, Kasumi said, so I had to come here to tell you about our plan. We're gonna visit Anti-Kuroninja. Really, Tsukasa asked, does Fuka know about it? I thought she hated Anti-Kuroninja. He might have been the one who captured Kuroninja, Kasumi said. So anyway, they go and find Senna, because she's the only one who knows where Anti-Kuroninja's base is. So they headed to the track and field stadium where Senna had just finished practice. And then Senna said, sorry, can't talk right now. I need to help the other Kira Majors fight against Jotunheim. And then she ran as fast as she could. So Kasumi said, okay, now what? And then Tsukasa said, let's just meet up with Umika. We'll just ask Senna later. And then, this is I think this part was supposed to happen at the same time as Kira Major episode 2.
That does make sense because in the wait a minute. Is the second one? No, it's third. But no, the third one is when Kira Major showed up. Yeah, it makes sense because Senna had to hurry up and help the others.
Yeah. So anyway, a few minutes later, Sayo had just finished her shift at the hospital, and when she left the building, she ran into Fuka and Kotoha, who were walking by. Oh, hello, Sayo said. What are you two doing here? And then they're gonna go to Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress, and then Fuka asked to bring Senna, and then Sayo called Senna and asked her to meet the others at Kuroninja's house. Later, the 7 were assembled in Kuroninja's house. However, while they were thinking of ways on how to get there, it became clear that there was a problem. Not everyone had access to air transport. Kasumi had UFO Maru, Sayo had Machine Helico, and Lupin Yellow had the Yellow Dial Fighter, but that was about it. Wait a minute, Sayo said. I think I can take two of you with me. Okay, me and Kotoha will go with Sayo, Fuka said. What about Tsukasa and Senna? I think I can help with that, Umika said. I almost forgot about this. And then Umika pulled out the Scissors and Blade Dial Fighter. Machine Helico, UFO Maru, and the 3 Dial Fighters all flew towards the mountain fortress, with the Scissors Dial Fighter piloted by Senna leading the way. Yeah, here's something I don't get. How would they know how to pilot the Dial Fighters if they're not Lupin Rangers?
Yeah, they also don't have VS changers because, if memory serves me right, that's needed to be part of the control console.
Yeah, so we found a plot hole. They ended up in Anti-Kuroninja's territory now. A group of cyborg ninjas, appeared to welcome the 7 to Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress, and all 7 rangers left their vehicles. Yeah, cyber ninjas have been like a staple foot soldier for anti-Kuroninja.
I mean, it's not a bad name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the surveillance room, the other two members of the Emerald Club besides anti-Kuroninja, Chiaki Tani and Ryo Asuka, Shinken Green and X1 Mask, were watching the monitors. Chiaki was surprised that Kotoha was there. I think this was the reason why Kuroninja X Shinken Yellow was a failed experiment.
Yeah, I can see why, because this.
Yeah. I think
awkward.
Yeah. I think it's better if you don't attack anyone, Senna told the others. I'm part of anti-Kuroninja's alliance too, you know. Yeah, when Shinkenja was airing, I wasn't around. Yeah, so anyway, anti-Kuroninja arrived to greet the 7 visitors, and behind him was Shinken Green. Kotoha was surprised to see him with anti-Kuroninja. Greetings everyone, anti-Kuroninja said. What brings you to my fortress? We're looking for Kuroninja, Umika said. You don't even know if I captured him, anti-Kuroninja said. He might not even be captured by me. Are you sure about that, Fuka asked. And then hearing the voice of Fuka Igasaki got anti-Kuroninja excited. He didn't even realize that she was there until now. And then...
Wow!
Yeah. Yeah, Shiro Ninja is like... Yeah. Shiro Ninja, anti-Kuroninja said, long time no see. Did you capture Kuroninja? Fuka asked anti-Kuroninja seriously. Yes, I did, anti-Kuroninja said, but he's not here right now. Then where is he? Fuka asked. Trust me, you do not want to know, anti-Kuroninja said. Besides, I don't want you to die, especially you, Shiro-chan. Oh, please, Fuka said to anti-Kuroninja. You'll only ever get to spend time with me over my dead body. In that case, anti-Kuroninja said, I'm taking you all prisoner, except for you, Shiro Ninja. I know you'll change your mind soon. And then Senna asked, what about me? Oh, you're also free to go, anti-Kuroninja said. I forgot that you were part of the Emerald Club.
How did you forget about your own member?
Yeah. I think what happened...
Kuroninja just have a bad memory?
No, I think he was so infatuated with Shiro Ninja that he forgot about everything else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, 5 of the 7 had been escorted to the dungeon of anti-Kuroninja, but there are no dragons in this dungeon. The dungeon was an empty room with only one spear-wielding cyber ninja guarding the exit. Sayo, Kotoha, Umika, Tsukasa, and Kasumi were all trapped while Fuka and Senna got to walk around the mountain fortress. Because Senna was a member of the Emerald Club, and anti-Kuroninja was obsessed with Fuka, or at least Shiro Ninja. Anti-Kuroninja wanted to do everything with Shiro Ninja. This is the inverse of, you know...
Your outro.
Yeah. He even decorated one of the rooms with pictures of Shiro Ninja, and a replica of her helmet almost as a shrine for Shiro Ninja. Anyway, Umika was the most determined to save Kuroninja. I'm gonna find out what happened to Kuroninja, Umiko told the others. Are you sure? Tsukasa asked. It's dangerous out there. I have to save Kuroninja, Umika said. Okay, here it is. We're 48 minutes in, and this is the first time I've ever said it. We've been together since January.
Oh my god. A little forced.
What? Yeah, I think it was. This is the Kuroninja of Earth. This is the Kuroninja of Earth Zero we're talking about.
That's
he doesn't always do catchphrases, but when it happens, he'll try and milk them into oblivion.
I can tell.
Yeah. You do realize that I've been with Kuroninja longer than you, Kasumi told Umika. I'm going with you. And then Umika got out the Blade of Kings. As soon as it turned orange, she sliced the head off of the Cyber Ninja Guard as fast as possible. Before leaving, she and Kasumi transformed. And then Momo Ninja and Lupin Yellow ran out of the dungeon. They began running around the hallways when suddenly they ran into Fuka and Senna. And then Fuka said, "Thank goodness you're here. This place is weird. I went into one of the rooms and it was full of pictures of my face, and there was even a copy of my helmet in one of the corners." "You must have found the Shiro Ninja Shrine," Senna said. "I didn't know where it was, but I heard that it existed." "Well, I know what I must do," Lupin Yellow said. "I must defeat Anti-Kuroninja." Umika walked forward towards a room with 2 doors. This was where Anti-Kuroninja was waiting. "So, you got out of my dungeon," Anti-Kuroninja said. "This is your last chance," Lupin Yellow said. "Tell me where Kuroninja is." "Okay, fine," Anti-Kuroninja said. "I'll tell you, but only if you can defeat me in a duel." He then pulled out his sword, which was similar to the Blade of Kings, except that its blade was emerald green. Anti-Kuroninja's suit was light gray with emerald green accents. Now here's something you should know about the emerald green thing. It also has something to do with why Lupin Yellow is associated with the color orange in the Kuroninja series. So how familiar are you with a Japanese idol group called Morning Musume?
I am not familiar with any idol groups.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway, Haruka Kudo's color in the group when she was there was orange. Now here's something. There's like this, basically, she is a Generation 10 member, and she's also frequently paired with this other Generation 10 member named Masaki Sato, whose color is emerald green. Now here's the thing, I don't think the Kuroninja vs. Zero even knew about anything about Masaki Sato until he gave Anti-Kuroninja the emerald green stuff. So yeah. So anyway, Lupin Yellow felt some kind of strange feeling from the emerald green blade, as if it was familiar to her. She shrugged it off and charged at Anti-Kuroninja with the orange-bladed sword, and the 2 of their swords clashed, and Lupin Yellow and Anti-Kuroninja were evenly matched. "I can't let you win," Anti-Kuroninja said. "As much as it hurts me to change forms, I can't let you keep searching for my archenemy. It's for your own good." Anti-Kuroninja then pointed his sword in the air. "Greater force idolize." This part, I like this part, I don't know why. A swarm of cherry blossom petals began to surround Anti-Kuroninja like a tornado. The petals burst out in all directions, revealing Anti-Kuroninja's form, which was light gray with lavender accents. The blade of Anti-Kuroninja's sword was also lavender. "You only have a 1 in 11 chance of defeating me when I'm in this form," Anti-Kuroninja said.
Well, I get the feeling she's gonna win.
What?
Obviously, I feel like Umika is going to win no matter what.
Yeah, are you sure? Because the lavender is the color of the only member of Morning Musume's 11th generation. But it's also when Anti-Kuroninja gets serious.
Have to see.
Yeah, let's see it. So anyway, "I'm going to find Kuroninja, and there's nothing you can do about it," Lupin Yellow said. She charged at Anti-Kuroninja. But then Anti-Kuroninja reached forward with his other hand. Lupin Yellow was being held in place by some kind of powerful force. "This is the true power of this form," Anti-Kuroninja said. "The presence of the idol, whose energy I'm channeling, dominates others in the same idol group." How come it's affecting me? Lupin Yellow asked. Normally, it would make your moves weaker, Anti-Kuroninja said, but I can see that you're more than just the new user of Kuroninja's Blade of Kings. Have you ever asked yourself how Kuroninja can change the color of the Blade of Kings? But when you used the Blade of Kings yourself, it stayed orange? No, why is that? Lupin Yellow said. It's because, Anti-Kuroninja said, your Earth Zero counterpart is... Hold on, I have to get some water. Okay, I'm back. So
Welcome
anyway,
back.
okay. Wait, someone cried out from the other side. It was Fuka who had just entered the room. What is it, Kuroninja? Anti-Kuroninja asked. I was in the middle of telling Lupin Yellow who her Earth Zero counterpart was. I've made up my mind, Kuroninja said. Anti-Kuroninja, I don't want to be with Kuroninja anymore. He keeps saying that he has nothing to do with me. What? Anti-Kuroninja asked. That's right, Kuroninja said. Anti-Kuroninja, please marry me. As soon as Anti-Kuroninja heard those words, he was ecstatic. I knew it, Anti-Kuroninja shouted. Kuroninja and Anti-Kuroninja ran towards each other to embrace, but before they could, Fuka kicked Anti-Kuroninja in the groin.
That hurts. Just reading that, I can feel the pain.
Now, Umika, Fuka said. Lupin Yellow realized what was going on, I'm sorry about that, and finished Anti-Kuroninja off with the Blade of Kings. Anti-Kuroninja was defeated. Okay, now will you tell us where Kuroninja is? Umika asked Anti-Kuroninja. Fine, I'll tell you, Anti-Kuroninja said. You defeated me after all. Okay, where is he? I kept Kuroninja locked in a vault that he can never escape from after finally defeating him by channeling the energy of Sakura Oda. You know, the power I use when fighting you. Who's Sakura Oda? Umika asked. Why don't you ask your Earth Zero counterpart? Anti-Kuroninja said. Anyway, you need a password to get into a vault. What's the password? 0, 0, 0. Password is 0. 0, 0, 0. Password is 0. Okay, thanks, Anti-Kuroninja, Umika said. Yeah, password is 0 is the
Wait,
name.
why didn't you just use the dial fighter?
I don't know. I think what happens is, I don't know. Password is 0 is a Morning Musume reference. It's the name of one of the songs. Anyway.
But seriously, I'm pretty sure it was shown that the dial fighter can open up any lock.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't think they can open
It's just
the...
confused.
They can't open the gold locks, I think.
Well, with the gold locks, I think it requires 2.
Yeah. No, wait, what's the one that...
So I'm just gonna assume
It's... The boss of the Ganglers, he has that safe that they can't open.
Oh, the chains. Status gold impenetrable, I think it was called.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. So anyway, Anti-Kuroninja said, it would have been nicer if it was Kuroninja thanking me. And then he turned over to Fuka and asked, when you said that you wanted to marry me, were you lying or were you actually telling the truth? And then Fuka said, maybe if you start acting nicer, I would consider marrying you. She then walked away from Anti-Kuroninja. Umika was also about to walk away, but Anti-Kuroninja wasn't finished. Hey, Lupin Yellow, Anti-Kuroninja said, be careful. When I captured Kuroninja, some other guys found out about it. They are some of Kuroninja's most dangerous enemies, even though they're not on my level. Okay, Umika said. As soon as Umika left, Chiaki entered. What do you want, What do you want? Is it necessary? That was another Morning Musume reference. It's the line of a song. So anyway, the base is under it.
Earth Zero counterpart is a little too obsessed with idols.
Yeah, but not as much as Kurumi Tokisaki from that one anime. I forgot what it's called. The base is under attack, Chiaki said. Also, I need you to free someone from the dungeon. And now we go to Chapter 4. Return of a Dangerous Opponent. What?
I wonder who the person Chiaki wants to be freed is. It certainly can't be Kotoha.
I don't know. Let's find out. A group of armored soldiers led by DSR had invaded Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress, and the Cyber Ninjas were having a hard time driving them back. Most of the soldiers were mammoth-themed in black armor, and they carried assault rifles. For every 10 mammoth troopers, there would be a Tyrannosaurus-themed soldier in red armor holding a longsword instead of an assault rifle, and leading all of these soldiers was DSR. As soon as Senna saw this, she knew she needed to stop them, so she transformed into Kirame Green and headed to battle. She ran at the mammoth troopers who fired at her, but Kirame Green moved fast enough to dodge all of the bullets before any of them could hit. She then swept the legs of the last few mammoth troopers. The ones in the front turned around and pointed their rifles at Kirame Green, but then they were shot from behind by Kirame Pink. Looks like you need a hand, Kirame Pink said. Thanks, Kirame Green said. A Tyranno Trooper appeared. 2 Cyber Ninjas charged at the Tyranno Trooper, who beheaded one of the Cyber Ninjas and stabbed the other with a sword. Sayo fired at the Tyranno Trooper, but the Tyranno Trooper deflected all the shots with his sword. So Kirame Green rushed at the Tyrannosaurus Trooper and used her sword to take the elite soldier down. The 2 Kiramagers high-fived before being cut off by more Mammoth Troopers, who surrounded Kirame Green and Kirame Pink. Another Tyranno Trooper walked up to him and pointed his sword. The Mammoth Troopers pointed their rifles at Kirame Green and Kirame Pink so they couldn't escape. Any last words? The Tyranno Trooper said. Suddenly, someone else revealed herself. It was Momoninja, who had been camouflaged the whole time. She took out the Tyranno Trooper from behind, so all the Mammoth Troopers surrounding the Kiramagers would focus their attention on her instead. This allowed Kirame Green and Kirame Pink to take out the Mammoth Troopers. I think, in my opinion, this was out of character from Momoninja, because the ninjas are the shinobi who don't hide. And that's exactly what Momoninja did.
For once, she hid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Shinken Green and Anti-Kuroninja had arrived to fight against the enforcers that were invading a mountain fortress. A few Mammoth Troopers arrived to take them down, but Shinken Green was ready for them. He brought out his sword and converted it into Wood Spear. Shinken Green used the spear to clear out all the Mammoth Troopers in front of him. Anti-Kuroninja then ran off to look for Shironinja to see if she was okay. This meant that Shinken Green had to fight on his own. At the same time, Kotoha noticed Shinken Green fighting off all the Mammoth Troopers by himself, so she decided to help out. So she transformed into Shinken Yellow and summoned the Land Slicer, which looked like a large ceiling fan with 3 blades. Shinken Yellow threw Shinken Yellow threw the Land Slicer at the Mammoth Troopers, taking them out, and that was when the 2 locked eyes. Long time no see, Chiaki, Shinken Yellow said. Are you here to help me out? Shinken Green asked. I think we should take on these guys together, Shinken Yellow said. It'll be just like old times. Shinken Yellow and Shinken Green got out their swords and fought off the Mammoth Troopers and Tyranno Troopers. Yeah, so, this one, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there are some people who say that that Shinken Green and Shinken Yellow are just best friends or something. But I don't know.
Say it that way.
Yeah. So anyway, Umeka, Fuka, and Tsukasa were on the basement level of Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress, looking for the vault with Kuroninja. There were many vaults, but only one of them opened when Umeka typed in the password, which was 0. Inside the vault was Kuroninja in suspended animation. Not the kind of animation in Super Critic Tyson, but suspended animation.
You don't talk about that animation, bro.
Oh, okay. Anti-Kuroninja was successful in defeating him and bringing him to the vault, even though his name's not Sora. Umika was about to free Kuroninja when she got attacked from behind by some tiger-themed soldiers in yellow armor. Umika tried to hit them, but they both dodged her counterattack easily, and one of them dashed backward and the other did a backflip. The one commanding both tiger troopers, DSR, made his appearance. He was holding a scythe that was coated in some kind of yellow liquid. The tiger troopers charged at Umika, but Fuka and Tsukasa held them back. All three of them transformed to take on DSR and the tiger troopers. And then there's like this big fight. And then Kuroninja fired at the tiger troopers with... Yeah, you remember that one? I don't think anyone remembers, but the ninjas had like that blaster that looked like a frog's head.
Yeah, but it would tell them when there was a yokai.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lupin Yellow was blocking DSR's attacks with the Blade of Kings. DSR was holding back during the fight because he had orders to bring Lupin Yellow to Kuroninja alive. At the same time, Pataren Sango saw this as an opportunity to free Kuroninja from suspended animation, so she pressed a button, which released Kuroninja from his cell. Kuroninja fell on the floor and woke up. "Where am I?" Kuroninja asked. "Me and a few others came to save you," Kuroninja said. "There's more?" Kuroninja said. "Yeah," Pataren Sango said. DSR saw that Kuroninja was back, which caught him off guard. Lupin Yellow pushed him back and went to Kuroninja. "Long time no see, Kuroninja," Lupin Yellow said. "I think this belongs to you." And then she gave Kuroninja the Blade of Kings, which was still orange, so Kuroninja didn't have to idolize. Kuroninja's suit was now black with orange accents, a form which was stronger whenever he and Lupin Yellow were standing together. The two of them double-teamed DSR and stunned him. Kuroninja and Pataren Sango were watching the fight, but then a third tiger trooper jumped down from the ceiling and took the both of them down. Lupin Yellow turned around, but then DSR recovered and trapped her with a scythe. Kuroninja was about to change at DSR. I think it was supposed to be charge.
So too.
Yeah. But DSR said, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." Kuroninja looked around and saw three of his partners who had been captured by DSR and his team. It was a stalemate now. Kuroninja couldn't move or else the enforcers would kill his partners. Kuroninja arrived from a portal he summoned and walked up to DSR. "You did well, DSR," Kuroninja said. When are we gonna do the thing?" DSR asked. "Not now, DSR," Kuroninja said. "Kuroninja still needs to hand over the Blade of Kings. My plan is useless without it." And then Anti-Kuroninja came running down, still in his Sakura Oda form. "Stop," Anti-Kuroninja said. "I won't let you take Kuroninja." Yeah, oh my goodness, it's very confusing. There's like so many Kuroninjas with similar names. "I was the one who captured him, not you."
You'd be used to this.
Yeah.
I think you'd be used to this.
Yeah, but then there's so many ones with like different names. There's like Sora no Kuroninja. There's Kuroninja Gold. There's what was there?
To your
again?
point.
There's Kuroninjagon, there's Kudo Ninja. Anyway, "Stop," Anti-Kuroninja said. "I won't let you take Kuroninja. I was the one who captured him, not you, and then you just showed up a day after I captured him." Then Kuroninja said, "You obviously forgot about the deal." "What deal?" Anti-Kuroninja asked. "The deal was that you could keep Kuroninja until preparations were complete," Kuroninja said. "I was supposed to take him from you earlier, but he didn't have the Blade of Kings with him. Now that the Blade of Kings is with me, you're no longer of service." "I don't even work for you," Anti-Kuroninja said, and he activated his finisher and aimed it at Kuroninja. "Take this, Sakura Vice." I think it's supposed to be a play on words on sacrifice. But if you wrote it down in katakana or something, it wouldn't really sound like sacrifice.
I can see what your Earth Zero counterpart was saying that, but it sounds weird though in a way.
Yeah. There's a
Now
lot
on
of
to
there's a
chapter
lot of
5.
finishing moves that sound weird. Kuroninja reached for his staff and pointed at the finisher, absorbing it. Once the finisher was absorbed, Kuroninja and his enforcers were gone. So were Kuroninja and Lupin Yellow. And now we go to chapter
5.
5.
Empire Fallen.
On the ground level of Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress, the Emerald Club and the others successfully took out most of the enforcers. Those on Kuroninja's side who had survived were ordered to retreat. Kotoha, Chiaki, Senna, Sayo, a few cyber ninjas, and Kasumi were all celebrating their victory. But then Anti-Kuroninja came from the basement along with Fuka and Tsukasa. All three of them seemed worried about something. "Did you find Kuroninja?" Kasumi asked. "It's too late," Fuka said. "Those guys captured him." "They also took Lupin Yellow with them," Tsukasa added. "Where do you think they're taking him?" Kasumi asked. "I think Kuroninja took him to his home world of Earth 4, Anti-Kuroninja said. "Wait a minute," Senna interrupted. "What do you mean, Earth 4? "Okay, so this might be confusing to you," Anti-Kuroninja said. "But there are multiple universes that are similar to this one, but at the same time they're very different. The weirder ones are the ones that are really far away from this universe." "So does that mean?" Senna said. "Yes," Anti-Kuroninja said. Kuroninja and Kuroninja are the same person, but the difference is that Kuroninja is from Earth 1 and Kuroninja is from Earth 4. And he's evil. "What about you?" Senna asked. "Are you a Kuroninja from another universe?" "Yes, but no," Anti-Kuroninja said. "I'm from Earth -1. But that's in the mirror realm. I'm not going to talk about the mirror realm." "Does this mean that there are alternate versions of me in those different Earths too?" Senna asked. "Of course," Anti-Kuroninja said. "But in most of those universes, you didn't become a Kira Major. Or maybe there's a world where you're a powerful warrior, but not Kirame Green. There could be a universe where you're Kirame Pink and Sayo is Kirame Green. Or maybe there's a universe where Sayo isn't a doctor and she has an older brother, but her name isn't Sayo. And then there's this masked guy in black and orange that fights against evil ghosts or something."
Okay, I get that one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay,
Continue.
okay. "But if they're in another dimension," Sayo said, "then how will we get there? You remember how Kuroninja and his soldiers got here, right?" Kasumi asked. "They came through a portal," Senna said, "but none of us know how to create portals like Kuroninja." "That's okay," Anti-Kuroninja said. "During my fights against Kuroninja, I created a machine to generate portals to other Earths." Kotoha, Fuka, Tsukasa, Sayo, Senna, and Kasumi all followed Anti-Kuroninja to the room containing the portal generator. The portal generator was in the center of the circular room, and it was shaped like a metallic arch. There was also some kind of device spinning slowly on the ceiling, which was pointing down at the arch. Anti-Kuroninja got in the control panel and typed in the number 4 on the keypad. The thing on the ceiling spun faster and fired a beam of light down on the arch. A portal had been opened to Earth 4. "Before we go in," Anti-Kuroninja said, "make sure that Kirame Green survives. She's the newest member of my Emerald Club, after all." "Good luck out there," Chiaki said to Kotoha. "Okay," Kotoha said. Senna, Sayo, Tsukasa, Kotoha, and Kasumi all entered the portal. Fuka was about to enter, but then Anti-Kuroninja stopped her. "Shiro Ninja, wait," Anti-Kuroninja said. "Before you go, I have something very important to tell you." Fuka entered the portal before Anti-Kuroninja could continue. So the portal opened on Earth 4 at the entrance of Kuroninja's new fortress. It was on a mountain, but the mountain had been carved into a magnificent stronghold. A squad of pterodactyl troopers with sniper rifles flew over to greet the 6 intruders. When me and Kuroninja first met, he saved my life, Tsukasa said. Now it's time I return the favor. Are you ready? Yeah, so this one, I think that's like a reference to Kuroninja X, chapter 10. That was like 3 years ago. And there was like this...
that long?
Yeah. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is that I have more chemistry with Patoran Sango than with Lupin Yellow.
Can Lupin Yellow use the Blade of Kings?
Is
it because of Harukakudo?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't get, Harukakudo is the actress who plays Umika and Lupin versus Pax.
Yeah. So anyway, so all 6 of them like transformed, and then they charged at the pterodactyl troopers. Meanwhile, Kuroninja was on the roof of Akuroninja's stronghold, and he had been taken there with a bag covering his head. DSR removed it from Kuroninja's head, and now Kuroninja could see Akuroninja in front of him. Kuroninja, Akuroninja said. Allow me to introduce you to my new stronghold. It looks smaller than your last fortress, Kuroninja said. It is smaller, Akuroninja said, and it's all because of you. I used to be the ruler of a powerful empire on Earth 4 after defeating Lord Nemesis and claiming his empire as my own. And then you sent me to Dark Prism. And now that I'm back home, my empire has been reduced to an island. That all changes now. So if you don't know what Dark Prism is, it's basically like an afterlife for lawful evil characters in the Kuroninja multiverse. And it's like this interdimensional space prison where everything is black and purple.
Wow, that sounds pretty boring, honestly.
Yeah, but for some reason, my Earth Zero counterpart likes the color black and purple mixed together. And then I think Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club also became like the Dark Prism Ranger or something. That's okay though, because Yuri is the only good character in the whole game. Anyway, a mammoth trooper presented Akuroninja, the Blade of Kings, on a royal pillow. That's mine, Kuroninja said. How did you? I waited for Anti-Kuroninja to capture you, Akuroninja said, but he left the Blade of Kings behind. So I let Anti-Kuroninja keep you in his fortress while my soldiers went to look for the Blade of Kings. I don't care about that, Kuroninja said. I defeated you so many times already. I defeated you when you ruled over this whole world. I defeated you when you were a Dark Prism Overseer, and I defeated you when you had power from the Shadow Dimension. This won't be different. Are you sure? Akuroninja said. He then told a few mammoth troopers nearby to get him something, and they left. The mammoth troopers came back with Umika, who had been disarmed and captured. Normally, Akuroninja said, I don't like it when blood is spilled in front of me. However, you already know that I can make a few personal exceptions. I think this is why Akuroninja's lawful evil or something. Does that mean I can go now? DSR asked. No, Akuroninja said. And then DSR complains, but then I think he leaves or something. Anyway, Akuroninja said to Kuroninja, since you took everything away from me, I will take everything from you, starting with your best weapon, followed by your girlfriend. Akuroninja grabbed the Blade of Kings from the royal pillow and held it in his hands. Blade of Kings. Force metalize! Red lightning bolts began to surge through Akuroninja as his suit became more metallic. There was no physical difference with Akuroninja besides the fact that his armor was shinier. It was still black with bright red accents, and the Blade of Kings had a red blade. Yeah, so if you don't know what's happening, Akuroninja is channeling the energy of my second favorite member of My second favorite 9th generation member of Morning Musume, also known as Riho Sayashi.
Your idols, don't you, Kuro?
What?
You love your idols, don't you, man?
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, what the Kuroninja said. But you've never idolized before. How did you unlock such a powerful form right away? It was all thanks to my research team of Triceratops troopers, Kuroninja said. I call this form Metal Kuroninja. You and Lupin Yellow will have the honor of being the first to die to the absolute ace. Your Triceratops team chose poorly, Kuroninja said. Being the best in your team doesn't mean you have the spotlight all to yourself. That's something I say a lot about Red Rangers. This is why I don't like Red Rangers. It's because they have the spotlight all to themselves.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
So yeah. One of the things I like about Zenkaiger is that the spotlight isn't on a Red Ranger this time. It still has a Red Ranger.
Yeah, it's on
yeah,
it's on Zenkaiger, who's actually a White Ranger.
Yeah. It's also the first Sentai season to have a White Ranger as the leader since Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. Coincidentally, Kaku Ranger is my favorite season.
So it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah. Does that mean that Zenkaiger happened because of me? I'm just joking. Okay. So anyway. It doesn't matter, Kuroninja said. I will still destroy you, but I won't destroy your body yet. First, I want to destroy your mind. Metal Kuroninja swung his sword at Umika. But before the Red Blade of Kings could touch her, the Land Slicer flew at her, destroying the chains and knocking the sword back. Kuroninja noticed his other 6 partners, who had climbed Kuroninja's stronghold to save him and Umika. What? Kuroninja said. You already forgotten, didn't you? Kuroninja said to Kuroninja. I don't just have 1. I have 5. Wait a minute. Kirame Green and Kirame Pink, what are they doing here? I have no idea either, Kirame Green said. Anyway, we're here to help you defeat that guy, Kirame Pink said. Umika had just transformed to Lupin Yellow and she joined Kuroninja's side. Kuroninja was surrounded by Kuroninja, his 5 partners, and the 2 female Kira Majors.
I like how even Senna's just as confused as what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, Chapter 6, New Powers. Kuroninja found himself surrounded by Kuroninja, Lupin Yellow, Pattern Sango, Shiro Ninja, Momo Ninja, Shinken Yellow, Kirame Green, and Kirame Pink. Oh, by the way, here's a fun fact. This took place before Kirame Silver's debut. So when Kirame Silver debuted, my Earth Zero counterpart had this idea of making like an alternate universe version of Sayo so that it could still happen. But then that plan was cancelled because nothing happened with Kirame Silver and Kirame Pink after the debut.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, he wasn't going to let them defeat him that easily. Kuroninja used his power as Metal Kuroninja to create a shockwave, which knocked everyone back. Then he turned to Kuroninja and charged at him. As for the others, they had to deal with a group of reinforcements, which were Mammoth and Tyranno troopers. Everyone knew that they had to deal with the enforcers right away. Yeah, so this is a big fight scene. I'm not really good at describing fights or something. Because this is, yeah.
Neither am I.
Okay. So yeah, there was like a big fight scene. And then they're all teaming up and stuff. Kuroninja and Kuroninja were facing each other. But Kuroninja had the Blade of Kings in his possession and a new form from using it. He kicked Kuroninja aside and turned his attention to Kuroninja's partners. Kuroninja defeated all of them easily, and more enforcers were sent to the roof to restrain everyone on Kuroninja's team. I was going to kill you with this new power, Kuroninja said, but your team has shown enough strength to impress me. I'll let you go free with one of your partners, but as for the other 6, DSR will deal with them. Sorry, Kuroninja said, but that's one of the worst things I've ever heard from you. You do know that I'm being merciful, Kuroninja said. Don't make me change my mind. And then there's like this big speech or something. And then, yeah, of course, with a big speech is leading to something. And suddenly, the suits of all of Kuroninja's partners started to glow. Kirame Green and Kirame Pink's suits glowed brighter than the rest because their ranger suits were already shiny. Suddenly, a beam of light shined down on Kuroninja, and when it cleared up, Kuroninja was wearing a new piece of armor covering his torso. The chest plate was silver with 7 large diamond-shaped gemstones decorating the front. 3 of them were pink, 2 of them were yellow, 1 of them was green, and 1 of them was white. Yeah, so what do you think of this new form?
I don't know why, but it reminds me of the Gokir Major form.
Oh yeah, it does. Does that mean that this came back when Kira Major first started?
Gemstones representing like a different color, like yeah, it's like based off of his different partners.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it still reminds me of the Gokir Major.
Yeah, it still came before it though, so it's. I think I have really good hindsight for some reason. I think once I predicted that, yeah, I never. So this was like during episode 24. There was like a trailer and it showed like the Shrine Maiden or something, and then I thought this. Oh yeah, that's clearly gonna be a new villain, and then it turns out that it was.
Yeah, Yodona.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also. I think the last year the Christmas special was supposed to be a date with Kuroninja and Yodana, but then that was scrapped because it turns out that Yodana was actually. I'm not gonna spoil it, because some people haven't watched Kira Major yet.
What you're talking about, I'd be very.
Yeah, like. Okay. So anyway, what the Kuroninja said after seeing the armor. I got another new form, Kuroninja said. I think I'll call this the Legendary 7 armor, and that Blade of Kings belongs to me. Yeah, imagine you're going on a date with Yodana and then Shadon shows up or something.
Yeah. Or Garza.
Yeah. Wait, which one? The Kira Major character or the wrestler? Okay, never mind.
Kira Major character.
Okay. I got another new form, Kuroninja said. I think I'll call this the Legendary 7 armor. Wait, I said that already. Kuroninja and his Legendary 7 armor charged at Metal Kuroninja. This time, Kuroninja was overpowering Kuroninja, even though Kuroninja had the Blade of Kings with him. But not even that could save Kuroninja now. Kuroninja activated his finisher, and then projections of the Shironinja Shuriken, the Momo Ninja Shuriken, the Yellow Dial Fighter, Trigger Machine Sango, Saru Origami, Machine Maha in his stone form, and Machine Helico in her stone form all began to circle Kuroninja in his armor. The projections began to fly into Kuroninja's armor and disappear, and then an aura of shining light began to form around Kuroninja, who released a beam of light at Kuroninja. The beam of light split into 7 individual beams of light that hit Kuroninja. 3 of those beams were pink, 2 of them were yellow, 1 of them was green, and the last one was white. Metal Kuroninja was defeated. So yeah, is that a cool finisher?
Super Craig Tyson for the finale before we turn into the Go Riders.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking of Super Critic Tyson, but I see that now. That part, I don't think it's in there.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh well.
Yeah. Kuroninja walked over to Akuroninja and picked up the Blade of Kings. How did you defeat me? Akuroninja said. I had your most powerful weapon. The blade is only as powerful as the one who knows how to use it, Kuroninja said. You know nothing about channeling idols. And then he walked away. Wait a minute, Kirame Green said. How are we all supposed to get out of here? And then Kuroninja said, leave it to me. And he summoned his personal mecha, which could travel between dimensions, the Snake Zord. Kuroninja and his partners all entered the Snake Zord as it flew into the sky and entered a portal from Earth 4 to Earth 1.
Convenient that his Zord can travel through dimensions.
Yeah. I think when you think of the Snake Zord, just think of the what was it again? Gosager's Black Ranger mecha. It looked something like that, but more like a cobra than yeah.
And now, Chapter 7.
Aftermath. Yeah, so I think you already knew that the last chapter started with an A. In Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress.
Because like I said, when I... Oh, sorry.
Okay. In Anti-Kuroninja's mountain fortress, a portal opened in front of Anti-Kuroninja. Out came the Snake Zord. One thing I don't get is how is it gonna fit in the how is it gonna fit through the... No, wait, it didn't come through the portal generator, because the portal generator is a one-way thing. Never mind, I thought there was a plot hole, but there isn't. So Kuroninja walked out of the Snake Zord, followed by Kirame Green, Kirame Pink, and his 5 companions. Anti-Kuroninja and his cyber ninjas were waiting. So you got your sword back, Kuroninja, Anti-Kuroninja asked. Yes, Kuroninja said, but now it's time to fight. Actually, Anti-Kuroninja said, I'm letting you go for now. I can't defeat you unless you're at your full power, and you just came back from a fight against that spotlight stealer, Akuroninja. Okay, Kuroninja said. He and the others walked slowly to the Snake Zord, still keeping an eye on Anti-Kuroninja with their weapons drawn. Anti-Kuroninja was a little confused at why Kuroninja's guard was still up. He was being polite by letting him go free after all. And as soon as Kuroninja and his team returned to the Snake Zord, it flew out of the mountain fortress. A few hours later, the Snake Zord had arrived at Kuroninja's house, and Kuroninja decided to throw a party with all 5 of his partners, but Kirame Green and Kirame Pink were also part of the celebration too. Kuroninja was walking around when he noticed Fuka reading a mystery book. Hey, Kuroninja said. Hey, Kuroninja, Fuka said in response. How was it fighting Anti-Kuroninja? It was intense, Kuroninja said. I didn't think that Anti-Kuroninja could defeat me with this new Sakura form. What are you reading, by the way? That book seems interesting. Well, it's a spin-off story about a group of 7 detectives who team up to try and find a very important missing person. That seems like a good story. Yeah, this is... What?
That's basically the legendary 7.
Yeah.
Happened here.
Yeah, and then Fuka said, that's not all. Look very closely at the titles of the chapters in the story. Kuroninja took a closer look at the table of contents and realized that the first letter of each chapter title spelled something out.
Of course. Oh, of course.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing, Kuroninja said. Wait a minute, I just realized something. How did you find me? And then Fuka told Kuroninja about how Umika gathered everyone. Kuroninja went over to where Umika was. Oh hey Kuroninja, Umika said when she saw him walk over. Is something wrong? Yes, Kuroninja said. How did you know where to find me? You dropped the Blade of Kings, Umika said. I picked it up and then this voice appeared and told me to assemble a team to find you. Anything else? Kuroninja asked. The voice called itself Hibiki no Oja, Umeka said. Oh no, Kuroninja thought.
Even
And that's-
Kuroninja was like, oh, come on.
What?
Even you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah. So what did you think?
It's interesting to say the least. Like, it's actually kind of comical. It's like one of those things where it's so bad, it's funny, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, certainly fun.
Yeah. I think next time we're gonna read like the prequel to this story, which is Emerald of Evil.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one focuses on Kira May Green and Kira May Pink. And it also has more Sora Shiina references.
I also felt like that reference to the Flowery Kunoichi team was also a bit forced because I'm like, oh, okay, I see. Because the fact that when you asked me to read that line, I'm like, okay, this is a jab at the fact that I did because of the fact that Purple Orchid is evil.
Yeah. Actually, you know what, never mind. I think everyone already knows that nothing can change my mind on the fact that Ran isn't evil. Even if the director showed up and then he said that Ran was evil, that still wouldn't convince me.
You are stubborn, Kuroninja.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And now you can actually do your say the line since this is the end of the stream, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but first, yeah, so you know about those, yeah, basically I'm trying to get, what was it again? Oh yeah, I'm trying to, what was it that I was gonna say again? You know what, never mind. It has something to do with, that, that one person I keep talking about who's like the only one who can win against me besides Sayori, and then she has the same last name as Hurricane Red. Anyway, that is all for this video. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I have nothing to do with Kuroninja.